Good evening, everyone, and my name is Scott Gross. I'm joined by Butch Gifford, and we're here tonight for a girls basketball matchup, first home game for Goffstown of the season, and they're going to be facing off against Merrimack, Butch, and both teams are 1-0 heading into this matchup.
Yeah, we saw Merrimack play in the tournament in Dover a couple weeks back, and they looked really, really good. They were pretty quick and fast.
So Merrimack comes in 1-0. They defeated Trinity a couple of days ago. I think it was, 60-22, you said? And Goffstown comes off a win against Londonderry. So Goffstown is going to be starting mostly returning players. And we're waiting for the tip-off. Goffstown is in white. Merrimack is in blue. And Goffstown wins the tip, but Merrimack gets it. Number 24 dribbling. And looks like they're playing man-to-man defense, Goffstown is. Good screen by Merrimack. And that's a steal by Gifford. Kelly Walsh brings the ball up for Goffstown. She's number one. She swings it out to number two. That will be Perez, who takes a jump shot. Rebound. Nice pass to Gifford. And she's going to get tied up, and that's going to be a foul. And I believe that's on number 12. Yep, that is on number 12, and that would be Samantha Page with her first foul. And inbounding the ball will be Liv Brennan, number 4. Perez with the ball. Passes over to Walsh, who's calling out a play. And Goffstown kind of plays a perimeter-type offense, right, Butch? I mean, they try a little bit of dribble penetration, but for the most part, and there is a drive by Walsh. She misses. Merrimack with the rebound. And number 24 brings the ball up. That is Stefasis. And that's a nice pick and roll, but she just overthrows her a little bit, and Goffstown will take possession. So we're 0-0 with 6:44 into the game.
Am I what?
And looks like Perez will be inbounding the ball, and she'll give it to Brennan. And deep pass. And just unfortunately, Emma Strong just lost control of it. But I think, I thought that was going to be white ball. But it's now it'll be Merrimack with possession. Again, so no score here. Yeah. Both teams are kind of feeling each other out. High screen. Good defense. And a nice rebound by Perez. It's like Goffstown is crashing the boards.
Yep, they're not scared to do that, that's for sure.
Just got to watch these. There's like a lot of cross-court passes, which are usually pretty dangerous.
Correct.
And Kelly Walsh is going to drive. And a scoop move and a nice play by Kelly Walsh for the first bucket of the game. Real nice move, left-handed drive to the hoop, and she has that nice scoop shot, Butch.
And they can't stop that, and that's what she did against Londonderry as well. She drove to the hoop every time with a left hand.
You know, if Goffstown can get the dribble penetration by Walsh, kick out, and then get the jump shots to fall. Shot by Merrimack. That's a three-pointer by Stefasis. Cross-court pass over to Brennan, who she dishes out to Gifford. Over to Walsh again, who looks like she's going to try to dribble penetrate. She can't. Cross court over to Brennan. And you got Perez, who's kind of flashing through the paint. No one saw her on that last one. And a little too much dribbling by Perez, and she turns the ball over. Number 15 with the ball now for Merrimack, and that is Heather Rohr. And a shot by number 3 for a three-pointer. That will be Teresa Twardowski, number 3 with the 3. And quickly, Merrimack is up 6-2 on 2 3-point shots. Nice dribble, crossover. Oh, and that's an unforced error, uncommon for Kelly Walsh. She was looking to dish it out over to Emma Strong, but that pass was a little bit too high.
Nice idea, though.
Yeah, and I think what happened was on that one, that dribble was like a high dribble bounce off,
Right.
and then she couldn't really get a good handle on it.
Right.
Nice fake. You got to crash the boards. And her foot was on the line, but good hustle by Merrimack there.
Yep.
And that's one of the things that it's just fundamental basketball. You got to box out your opponent. Nice play by Walsh, drawing the defense and allowing Brennan to be open. There's a shot by Strong in the corner, in and out of the rim. But a good rebound by Goffstown, but we turn it over to Merrimack. And DeFossis with the ball. She passes to number 15 for a layup. And nice box out by Walsh. Crossover dribble. She's bringing it up. She might go all the way here. And she does. And she does not. They're looking for a foul, but you know what? I think the Merrimack defender had good defense there.
Yeah, that was good defense.
So we're under 4 minutes in the first quarter. Merrimack leads 6-2. Brennan inbounds. Walsh passes over to Perez at the top of the key. And let's see what type of play over to Brennan. There's really no screens being set except for that one, I guess. Perez just set one. Brennan off dribble, and she throws up a wild one, but there is a foul. So a nice job by Gifford to get the rebound and going up strong, and she gets fouled. So she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yep.
And that foul was on, let's see, Paige. That's her second, and that's the team's second.
You were talking about screens and picks and whatever, and I really didn't see that against the Londonderry as well.
And that's short.
She's got to use more
So
of her
Gifford's got to
legs.
take a little bit of a deep breath, you're right, and just use a little bit more of her legs.
Yep.
Free throw shooting, is most of it's mental. It is mechanical, but a lot of it's mental, and that's one is also a miss. But good hustle there, and by Strong. Great hustle by Strong. And that ball is deflected out of bounds, but Goffstown will retain possession. So Brennan, number 4, will inbounds. And Walsh will call out a play, number 2. Let's see what that is. And here comes a nice screen for Perez. Nice play. That could have been a foul right there, but none was called. And Merrimack is going to drive. Good defense by Walsh. And she goes in for a layup.
Nice.
So a nice job by Kelly Walsh. And we're going to have a
Merrimack timeout.
Merrimack timeout? Nope, it's just a referee timeout. What do we got here?
Oh, he said it was Goffstown ball.
How would it be Goffstown ball and a layup unless there was a violation?
Foul after?
Yeah, foul afterwards. Or sometimes if you don't inbound the ball behind the line, but let's see what we got here.
I think it was just a mix-up.
Yeah, might be a mix-up. The referee is talking to Coach Steve Largy, and Steve is in his second year for Goffstown. And we should mention that this is the first year for Goffstown in Division I.
Yes.
Nice job defensively by Gifford, standing her ground. Switch off there. Beautiful pick and roll. And that's a bucket by number 15, Heather Rohr. Really nice job on that pick and roll. And this is where you don't want to put that, you don't want to put the ball in a dribbling situation with your forward or your center. And they're pressing right here on Brennan. And that's a foul. So Goffstown got bailed out on that one, Butch. Number 15, that's going to be her first foul, Heather Rohr. When that happens, you got to spread the court.
Correct.
And
get some passes
and
going.
get some passing lanes, and Goffstown got lucky on that one. So we're under 2.5 to play here in the first. Goffstown trails 8-4. And Walsh posts up, dishes out to Pusaglu, I think, number 11. And that's an air ball. And that's, I thought that was a travel.
Oh, good D there.
Yeah, I thought that was a travel. See, this is a situation where Emma Strong is very good around the ball in terms of the hoop, but she's got to know when to dish off. She's not, you have guards to dribble. 3-point attempt, and that is
very
in.
Nice.
So a three-pointer for Emma Strong. Good defense by Goffstown. Dishes out, and you got a box out here. Nice job. I thought she got fouled on that.
Yep.
Good defense by Brennan.
That looked like a
and that's going to be Goffstown's ball. So, you know what?
That looked like a foul as well.
Close, but I want to give applause to Emma Strong on that one. She played tough defense.
They're letting them play, I'll say that.
They are, and so Brennan gets the block, but Strong stayed with it.
Yep.
They're playing Butch with much better intensity than I did. I saw them play against the Memorial team. That's a foul. Brennan with the box out. You know, they're not calling anything here, Butch.
No.
This is crazy.
I know.
I mean,
it's good and bad because
but
it could get out of hand.
I think that the only good thing is that they're not calling it both ways. So Kelly Walsh with a three-point shot. So she has 7 points in this first period, and that is a travel violation on Merrimack. So with that, Goffstown takes a 10-8 lead with about a minute to play in the first.
We have Sam Byron coming in. Sam is in.
And we have another player coming in.
Liz.
Number 10, that would be Liz Ashford.
Yep.
So Walsh and Brennan are at the guard position. Tapuzoglu's a forward. Byron is a center. She sets a nice screen. Another great screen. Air ball. That's an uncommon air ball by Kelly Walsh, but Sam Byron set 2 amazing screens there.
She's done that. She did that against Londonderry as well.
So correction on the score, it's 9-8. And I don't know how that's the case because it's 10-8. Yeah, it's 10-8. So the scoreboard keeps changing. that was a 3. Here comes the 3 for Merrimack. Long rebound, Byron with it. And what a great pass by Byron to Kelly Walsh, leading her perfectly. And the shot goes up, and it's another three-pointer for Kelly Walsh, who has 10 points in this first. 10 of Goffstown's 13 points. And I'm surprised that wasn't a kickball, but maybe she had her hand on it, Butch. I can't see from this far up. Byron with another amazing pick. Walsh muscles her that ball, and another three-point shot. That is her third straight three-pointer. Kelly Walsh is on fire here in Goffstown, and they take a 16-8 lead. Holy cow, Butch.
Raise the roof.
Wow. I see Caleb is here. I see Caleb. So what? Caleb's a little late, and he didn't bring pizza. So if you're late and you want an excuse, you bring pizza from, right? Kind of? No, he's like, give me the eye. He's giving me the eye. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. You're good. That's all that matters. I missed you. I missed you. I missed you too. Okay.
Ronan, is the time set? Time all good?
So Goffstown leads 16-8. Really, this has been the Kelly Walsh show. She has scored, let's see here, 13 of the 16 points. Amazing.
This is the Kelly Walsh of her freshman year.
Yeah.
Coming back. It's
so
good to see.
And you know, what I'm also very happy to see is Emma Strong played very nice defensively. Gifford played very well defensively. Brennan played very well defensively. I mean, so their defense, Butch, looked very good. They were switching.
They're not scared to rebound.
They're not scared, and they're also switching. In that game against Memorial that I saw, they weren't effectively switching and talking, and they were not making their shots. So
man-to-man wasn't working that game.
So Perez is back in the game. Walsh inbounds to her, and she's got great ball handling abilities, Perez does. And she's got a good sense for the ball. And that's a nice clean steal by number 24 in for the layup. And that's a great job by McKenna DeFossis. And that's going to be a turnover by Goffstown. And I just don't know if you want your forward or,
dribbling it up.
When you have the dribblers that you have for Goffstown, I'm talking about Walsh and Brennan and Perez.
Correct.
I just don't think you want your forwards or your center dribbling the ball a whole lot.
I believe you're correct.
And where's that help defense? And that's a quick bucket. So quickly, Goffstown lets up 2 buckets, and I missed who scored that one. Timeout. And that's a good timeout by Coach for Goffstown.
Yep.
Do you know who scored the last bucket?
I do not know.
Okay.
We need the instant replay option.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, the other thing, too, is that, we're not courtside, although we're going to try to be courtside. We're working on courtside. And we're trying to be live, and we're trying to do multiple cameras in this gym. So stay tuned, folks. I mean, we're trying really hard at GTV to give you a really good experience of these student athletes. So one of the things that we're endeavoring to do is we're trying to get a Wi-Fi or wireless setup here in the gym where we can go live. And we have the camera equipment now where we can have 2 to 3 multiple cameras with different angles. Our game plan is to have a camera underneath both baskets and then one in the more elevated ranks, and to put the announcing team on court side. So that's our goal, and hopefully by mid-season we'll be there. I'm hoping. So Goffstown will inbound. Perez will inbound. Goffstown leads 16-12. 2 turnovers have led a steal and a turnover by Goffstown have led to points.
See, now there are people open way down the end of the court, so.
Right, and now she gets trapped.
Yep.
And when you get to that situation, you got to spread the floor, and then at least one person's got to go deep.
And there were 2 people deep.
Yeah, but you got to have your head up and pass. And that's going to be Goffstown's ball. So an unforced error by Merrimack will lead to a turnover. And watch for the press once more, but They're not. They're falling back. So under 7 minutes to play in the half. Goffstown leads 16-12. Brennan dribbles the ball up. And again, Byron with a great screen. Tapuzoglu with it. She passes over to Brennan. Again, you got to use that screen. Great screen again. I mean, you can't ask for better screens from Byron. Nope. I mean, she's giving them clean looks. Boxing out. And that should be I guess I didn't see that one. Byron's going to get called on the foul, and maybe because she didn't get good position, but it looked as if the other player went around.
I don't see the holding on that.
Yeah, well, they gave it to her. That's number 23. That's Sam's first, and that's Goffstown's first. Number 3 with a 3, misses, but there's nobody on the backside on that.
Boxing out.
Yeah, so that was Emma Veluzzi, I believe. Was that?
It's foul on number 12.
Foul on 12. That was Paige. That's her third. If that's on 12, that's her third. Was that 15 with that lay-in? I think so. And if that was, then it was Heather Rohr, and I apologize if it wasn't. Great job by Brennan. That's it. Tapuzoglu, open 3, and she banks it in. Did she call that?
I don't know. I think you have to call it.
You do. And Tapuzoglu with a 3. I've been waiting all year to say that. That's a walk. Yeah, it's a travel. You get favorite names, right? So Tapuzoglu is by far one of my favorite names to call in any sport. It's just it's great.
2 tubes of glue.
Exactly. As it took me a whole season to pronounce it. And Kelly Walsh
draws the foul.
Again, she's kind of unstoppable because she has such good presence. And she also uses her body to block the defender so well,
right,
so that if you do not foul her, she pretty much gets a clean layup.
Very smart player.
Yeah, very smart. And that's a brick, unfortunately, for Walsh. She's pretty tough on herself, too. You could just see that. When she missed that free throw, she seemed pretty annoyed at herself. And that one goes down. So Goffstown leads 20-14. Merrimack brings the ball up with number 23, Crampton. Nice layup, and she misses. And, oh, that's going to be blue ball. That's Merrimack's ball. Both Goffstown players went for it.
That's okay.
So Gifford is in the game. So it looks like the starting lineup is back out there again.
Emma Strong is back
Emma Strong is back in, and I think that's a good move by Coach. He gave the starting five a little bit of a breather, with the exception of Walsh and Brennan. That's not going to make it. One of the big attributes for the Goffstown team is the fact that they've got Brennan and Walsh who can, and Perez, who are really good at dribbling. Now this is where Strong needs to set a pick.
Right.
And then she does. Beautiful job. Kelly Walsh misses the three, but Gifford is right there, and she gets hammered. So that ball will stay Goffstown's possession, but a nice job by Gifford on that offensive glass. And that's number 15, Heather Rohr, with her second, and that's the 6th-team foul for Merrimack. So one more foul, and Goffstown will be in the bonus. It's not over. You got people saying, oh, backcourt. It's not a backcourt violation on an inbounds pass. And you know what? That was a pretty good pass by Strong.
Oh, nice steal. Almost.
Merrimack brings the ball up, number 3. That's Twardowski. Nice screen. Beautiful pick and roll.
Yep.
Nice job by Merrimack there. But unfortunately, I think it was number 10. I'm sorry, 30. I apologize. That was a Jillian Waller. She couldn't get the bucket to go, but that was a beautiful pick and roll by Merrimack. And Waller shoots her first free throw. That goes down. And we got another substitution. Number 10 is in the game. That'd be Shannon Sadwani. And the second one goes down. Nice free throws by Waller. Cuts the lead to 4. Brennan brings the ball up, half court. And again, this is where Strong's got to set those high screens. But she wants that 3. And look at Gifford in the mix again. Okay, good job by Gifford is getting in there. Very aggressive on the offensive glass. But so far, a nice game between these two teams.
Very evenly matched.
Yeah, and Goffstown's in a man-to-man. Now here's another screen. And that was a little bit, in my opinion, that was a little bit of lapse. They both collapsed on one player, Butch.
Right.
And in that situation,
right,
the girl with the ball just went right to the hoop. And that was, I think, was that Sadwani? Is that 10 who went to the hoop on that one?
Yep.
I think so. So she goes to the line shooting 2. And that one is in and out for Sadwani. That foul was on number 14. That was on Gifford. Her first, team's third. Got another sub coming in for Goffstown. Number 3, Emily Dougherty. And they're going to give somebody a spell. Sadwani, she misses the second one, but a long rebound captured and a block by Walsh. Nice job by Strong. Kelly Walsh with a beautiful block.
That was a nice block.
And now they're going to set up a play here. Brennan passes off to Strong. Again, I don't know if I want Strong doing this, but Dougherty, I thought she traveled on that.
I do too.
Merrimack team believes they traveled. Brennan's in the paint. She dishes off to Strong. Walsh is going to drive. Dishes off to Gifford with a 3-point shot. She misses air ball. And that is a jump ball, but you like that between the two players. So I got to like that. Jillian Waller and Emma Strong went toe-to-toe on that ball. And you know what? I like that intensity on both players. 2016, folks. We got a real great game here in Goffstown between Merrimack and the Grizzlies. And
good D by
good
Emily.
hustle by Dougherty. Dougherty's a junior, 5'6" junior.
You have all juniors out there right now.
So inbounding the ball is Sadwani. She passes it off, but she loses it.
Oh.
Here comes Heather. This is Walsh.
Out of the pack.
And she gets a nice layup there.
It's a great steal.
Great steal. So Goffstown extends their lead to 6 points. Sadwani with the ball, dribbles. Nice screen by 12. Another screen. I tell you, Merrimack does a nice job setting these screens. Gifford, she almost traveled on that one.
Yep.
But she's around the ball. Gifford on the dribble penetration. I love that play. I love that. Oh, it could not go. And that's another tie-up. And that's just good, strong basketball, folks. Don't complain, okay? Seriously. I mean, that's just a good play by Merrimack trying to get the ball. Yeah, she went down. The Goffstown player went to the ground, but such is life. We got a very big crowd here for a girls varsity game, and they're pretty passionate here. We got a nice contingent from Merrimack. The JV team for Merrimack won the opener, and the freshman team from Goffstown won before that. So a triple header here for girls basketball in Goffstown. Strong with the ball now, and she should just dish it off to Walsh. I mean, you just right now. Thank you. At some point, Merrimack is going to wake up and start doubling up on Kelly Walsh. You're going to have to be a little bit smarter there. Know who the playmaker is, and that's a push. I think that's an offensive foul on. Who's getting that one? What happened on that, Butch?
I don't know. It looked like either Shannon or Kelly.
Oh, so they're calling it a travel? Okay.
Oh, really?
And we've got an injury, or somebody's coming off the court.
Emma.
So Tapuzaglu, number 11, comes in for Strong. She might have gotten
the wind knocked out of her?
Or something happened. She's going into the locker room. So we got a 22-16 game with about 2 minutes left until the half. Nice screen again by Merrimack. And a steal by Walsh. And she should go, and she is stopped.
Good D by 10.
I thought Brennan could have taken a jump shot on that one because she faked her out. Crossover by Walsh. Oh, my goodness. That was a beautiful move by Kelly Walsh. Woo. Doesn't get better than that, folks. And is there help by Gifford? No. And Gifford didn't have good position on that one, but she was able to recover, and another Goffstown player was able to get the rebound. 24-16 with 1:15 until the half. Brennan dribble penetrates, and over to the corner, in and out. But Brennan gets the rebound. Call a timeout if you need it. A minute left until the half. Walsh with the ball, passes over to Brennan on the wing. And that's it. That's going to be a 1-on-1 situation. So Sadwani, unfortunately, didn't do a good enough job in terms of moving her feet, and because of that, this would be a one-on-one situation. Why is she still in the game? You got to take her out for a breather. But with 1 minute left, you could breather at halftime, right?
Correct.
So Walsh comes out of the game for a 60 seconds extra intermission. And Brennan, who gets the front end of the one-on-one, and I'll tell you, that's Brennan's first bucket, first point of the game, and she's been out in the court the entire half. So it's not so much about scoring for Brennan; it's about distributing the ball, and she misses her second. Nice pass, but good defense. I thought that one off of Blue, but they're going to keep it in Blue's direction. Now, that says a lot about Liv Brennan. You know, as a point guard, it's not so much about scoring, it's about distributing the ball and being that kind of like the floor general, and she's doing a great job tonight.
Right.
We got 45 seconds left. Twardowski with the ball, covered by Perez, and we got a timeout. They were fearful of, I think, a 5-second violation, Butch, on that one. I think the coach was worried about a 5-second call.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it was close.
No, because maybe they didn't get it. Maybe they called 5 seconds because the ball got turned over, so maybe it didn't happen in time.
Very good.
So that is a turnover. Goffstown with a 9-point lead. Gifford with the ball. Now Perez. Over to Tapuzoglu, now to Brennan again. Like they're doing like the weave here. Perez, 14 seconds left. Gifford, she drives, dishes back out to Dougherty. Over to Tapuzoglu.
Better watch the clock.
And cross-court pass, 4 seconds. Gifford, and she misses the layup, and that'll do it here, folks. So a good first half for Goffstown. They take a 9-point lead, 25-16 going into the half. And a nice first half for Goffstown ladies. I thought they played with great intensity. Obviously, you're going to get the scoring, Butch, from Kelly Walsh, no doubt about it. But what I was very impressed was their defense.
Yeah.
Emma Strong, Brennan played great defense. They all played really good D. So with that, we're going to take a break. We get our Snickers bar for halftime, and then we'll resume in the second half. All right, so we're back for the second half. We got about 30 seconds to go, and we're joined by Caleb Brown, and he's been my partner for a couple of seasons, Caleb. So what'd you like so far in that first half?
So obviously coming out, Merrimack had the full court press, and it was very hard to break at first. But as the half went along, the ball movement and the passing was a lot better, and definitely the shooting on offense was incredible by Walsh. And
yeah, Walsh definitely had a big first half. She scored 13 points in the first quarter, which is crazy.
It's like 13 of their 16 points.
Yeah. So Merrimack's going to get the ball to lead off the second half. And I really think the key for Goffstown is they got to keep playing the way they have, and that's strong defense. And, again, dribble penetration by Walsh, and then you got to make your threes, and that's the key to the play here.
So
And Merrimack is really good at setting these screens, and here comes another one.
Good defense there.
Yeah, you got to keep talking through those screens. And a nice dribble penetration.
Inside.
Nice play by
Off the
number
glass.
12, Samantha Page. Great dribble drive to the hoop there.
Almost stolen away there.
You got to spread the court on these presses, and that's what Merrimack is doing now. They're going to play a very aggressive, see if Goffstown gets either tired or if they have a lot of miscues. Into the corner to Strong. And she tries to break free, and she's got to pass that out to Perez.
Good ball movement
Back
by
over
Goffstown.
to Walsh. And I'd give it back up to Strong, but nope. She goes, Perez loses the dribble.
It's going to be out of bounds.
Yep. So Perez's foot. Perez, one of the knocks on Perez is that she sometimes dribbles a little bit too much. And, the quickest way to move the ball around is a pass. So you got to just be cognizant of that.
Yeah, Perez definitely lost the fumble the
She
ball
did.
a little bit.
And she had a little bit of that in the first half, too. And
Good
that's going to be a foul on 14,
Before
a
the
hold
shot.
by Gifford before any ball goes up. So that'll be Gifford's second foul. And first for Goffstown in this half. And inbounding the ball is number 24, McKenna DeFasis.
Good
And
pass
a nice
inside.
inbound pass. And just great rebounds by Merrimack. They're playing aggressively. Shot goes up, and a long rebound to 12, and another rebound. They got
Another foul.
another foul. One of the things that I've noticed, there was a 3-second violation there, but they're not calling that. So, and that's rarely called in high school basketball.
Yeah.
You don't see it a lot.
You don't really call it. They're not really called at all.
So 24, that'll be DeFasis, throws the ball in. And Perez on the defender. She's defending 23. 3-point shot. That's going to be long. But on that, see, that's where Brennan's got to box out. She didn't on that situation. Good defense by Goffstown, and that's going to be a foul. I'm telling you, if this continues for another minute, I'm calling a timeout if I'm Coach Largy, only because their intensity is flat in this coming out of this half. So DeFasis goes to the line shooting 2, and she misses her first one. And now you got to box out if you're Goffstown. Merrimack's very aggressive on the glass. Another long rebound.
Another rebound for Merrimack.
Yeah, and that's an easy 2 points. And you got to watch out if you're Brennan. Too much dribbling. There's a lot of free people here. That's a travel. So in those situations, you've got open people all over the court. And that's a great timeout for Goffstown, because your team right now, you came into you went into the halftime on a super high. You played awesome. Merrimack has come out much stronger here in the second half, and they've cut this deficit to only 5 points. So on that one, Liv Brennan brings the ball up. She's almost triple covered. There are 3 players on the wing, and you got to get the pass to those players. That's how you break the press. You can break the press by dribbling out of it or passing through it. And in that situation, I think Brennan just had her head down a lot.
Yeah, she had her head down. She couldn't see. She was just trying to focus on her defender.
Right.
Didn't really see all the.
And listen, not to discredit her. I mean, she did a great job, running up the sideline, dribbling. But at some point, you got to kind of look up and break the press that way as well. 6 minutes to go in the third. Goffstown still leads 25-20, but Merrimack has come out much stronger in the second.
Strong might have gotten away with a reach-in right there.
She might have. Here comes a 3 by 15, and no good. Rebound by Walsh. And Brennan, again, see, I'm not seeing much movement here by Goffstown. It's like I don't know if they're playing pretty passively here.
That's going to be a foul.
And Walsh. Wow.
What a move by Walsh.
Right. The crowd really saw that effort.
Fans go wild.
Left-handed. And that takes a lot to get all of that. I mean, you got to be strong to get hacked like that and still get a ball.
Still get the ball in the net.
Yeah.
It's the second time she's done that.
So Walsh will go to the line for 1, and she makes it. She's the game's leading scorer.
She has 16?
Yeah, she's got quite a few. I'm losing count.
I think she has 16.
And there's another screen. Merrimack's
It's going to be a steal by Walsh. Whoa, run to the ref. Ref with the pick of the year.
He's going to need some Tylenol for his backache.
Perez off the mark.
See, I don't like that shot, and I don't like the shot because nobody's underneath.
Coast to coast for Merrimack.
Nice screen. Good defense by Gifford on that pick and roll.
It's going to be Goffstown ball.
Really nice defense by Gifford. She stayed with her defender. Perez with the inbounds to Brennan. Cross court to Walsh. This is beautiful.
2.
Now dish it, take the jump shot.
Warm up 3.
And
yes,
it's good
sir!
by Strong.
Corner 3.
That was textbook 3-on-2 basketball by Kelly Walsh. Dribble penetration, dish to the wing, 3-pointer by Strong. Doesn't get better than that. Nice defense by Strong.
The Goffstown looking much better last couple minutes.
I would agree. They're settling in.
Another rebound, but deflected by Walsh.
That's great hustle by Walsh.
So, Scott, I'm looking at the roster. I'm not sure if you already mentioned it, but Merrimack's only got 1 senior on the team. They got a lot of...
Yeah, well, mostly Goffstown's team is mostly juniors.
Yeah, as well. So, battle of rather uprising teams.
Here comes a screen by 30. And nice defense there by Gifford. Love it.
Good closeout. To the rim.
And a nice lay-in by Merrimack. Here comes your press again. That's it. That's how you do it. Beautiful job. Oh, no live. She knew she did wrong on that one. Get back. 3-point shot.
Off the mark. Another rebound.
But those are long rebounds.
With a floater.
That's over the back.
That's going to be
Gotta
be.
That should be on. That should be on Merrimack, and it is. I'm not so sure. You know, we got a very vocal Merrimack crowd here. That was a pretty obvious over the back, to me. But I've been trying to call it fair. So that'll be on number 30, and that is
Waller.
Jillian Waller.
It's her first.
And that's a nice pass.
Good pass by Byron. Another three by Strong.
Nope.
Rebound by Perez.
Set it up again. Just set it up. And Byron's in the game. And I'll tell you, Byron sets awesome screens. And I don't know if you saw that in the first half, but
I did. Also great
she
passing.
Does. Yep.
Good pass inside to Perez.
Ooh, I love that.
Lays it in.
What a great job by Perez to flash through the paint, get the pass and lay it in. Nice job by Sofia Perez. And we're going to get a timeout by Merrimack as Goffstown extends their lead to 11 points. But what a great job by Perez there. And she's been doing that in the first half. She was flashing through the paint, but nobody was passing her the ball. So she's kind of wide open. That was the first time that somebody actually saw her, and then she got an easy lay-in. See, Perez, what I like about Perez, she's a great dribbler, but she's like a slasher, like a guard who can slash.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, is her strength. And plus, she's pretty aggressive around the ball. So Merrimack came out fighting in that right after the half, no doubt, right, Caleb?
Oh, yeah.
And then it looked like Goffstown was flat, and now momentum has shifted. So much of sports is about, momentum. And both coaches, what you saw here was really well done. So Largy calls a timeout when he saw that Goffstown's energy level was flat. And now in this situation, the Merrimack coach, which is Courtney Cheatham, same exact thing where, you see it slipping away a little bit. And in high school sports, you got to use your timeouts effectively. And I think both coaches did an outstanding job.
I agree with you. So 3:02 left in the third quarter. Goffstown with an 11-point lead over Merrimack. And
so let's also talk about fitness and fitness levels. Brennan has been on the court the entire game.
She has.
Walsh has only sat for 58 seconds. So we'll see what happens in the second half. Are both of them going to be just exhausted?
With hustle plays like that, that's going to drain you out as the game goes on. But
I'll tell you, Kelly Walsh in the offseason, I'll be at the Y in Goffstown, and she's working out and on the treadmill, and I think that really pays dividends, when you get into the season. And nice passing by Merrimack.
Good defense by Goffstown.
Here comes another screen. Brennan fouled her on that one.
Yeah.
I really thought that Brennan gave a push, and she did. So that is Goffstown's fourth foul, and could be problematic for Goffstown. They already have 4 team fouls with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third, and
First
that one is
short.
a little bit shy. Yep.
On the line is number 23, Riley
Crampton,
a junior.
And again, these long rebounds, Goffstown's got to be a little bit better on the glass here. There you go. So Crampton gets a second free throw, and that is now a 10-point lead, and we got some additional subs. So Tapuzaglu is going to come in for Strong, and that's the only sub for the Goffstown side. Number 12 is in Page. Beautiful. See how quickly she made that decision?
Tapuzaglu looking out to Walsh.
She's got to be careful on that, because
lob passes are very tricky. Three for Brennan. In and out. Byron with the rebound.
What a play by Byron.
Excellent job by Samantha Byron.
Yeah, she's got the height advantage, and she just positioned her body really well in the paint for that rebound. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in the third. And
First
she
one's
misses
short.
the front end of that one. Again, it's all about legs and just, the proper mechanics on these free throws. And that one goes
That
in
one's
for
in.
Byron. So that's Byron's, I think, is that her first point of the game?
I think so. So she's 1 of 2 from the line.
Yeah. Nice defense there by Tapuzoglu.
A good switch.
Yeah, she did a great job. I love that. Look at that. Hands are active. And Perez is also a good defender. Real fast with her feet. And
Excellent job by Walsh.
Yep.
That's going to be Goffstown ball.
So we're going to get another substitution. Number 15 comes in. That's Heather Rohr. And Perez will inbounds. Got a lot of good, 3 excellent guards on the court for Goffstown. And see the opening right there? That's where Brennan.
Tapuzoglu tracked it down.
Oh, Perez turned that over. 3-pointer that gets blocked. And Byron with the rebound. And that's it. You don't want the ball in Tapuzoglu's hand to bring it up, though.
She did a good job finding Perez.
And Goffstown got lucky on that one. A kick ball. And we got another sub for Merrimack. And that is number 23 comes in. That's Riley Crampton.
I think so. Yep, Riley Crampton.
Tapuzoglu with the ball in the wing. She dribbles around. Passes over to Brennan. Again, you got to set some screens. Byron, there we go. Beautiful screen. But on that one,
that's going to be out of bounds.
That's going to be Goffstown's ball. That is such a tough pass for Byron to even get. I mean, it's
a low ball.
It's a low ball when you're a big player. Going down to your ankles to get the ball is not exactly easy. So it has to be a strong bounce pass, high to the waist. And that's a foul. A grab by number 24.
The Fosses.
Yep. But that's Merrimack's third. And
that's fourth.
That's their fourth. I apologize.
So both teams are getting close to foul trouble right now.
Minute 20 to go in the third, and Perez just needs to be smart with the ball here. Look before you pass type of thing. Excellent ball handling abilities. Walsh with the ball at the top of the key. Nice screen by Byron. And
Walsh going to get blocked.
What a nice block by number 23. Yeah. I thought it was 23.
Crampton.
It was Crampton, yeah. So Crampton with a nice block.
Excellent block.
And now Perez has it. And she floats it, but she gets hacked by 15, I think.
Rohr.
So I think it's 15. I'm not positive. No. They're saying it's 4. Do we even have a 4 on that team? 3, okay. So that was Twardowski. So Perez will go to line shooting 2.
First one
she misses. I tell you, if there's one weakness tonight, free throw shooting has not been that good. I haven't really been keeping track, but
second one is good.
My guess is that we're shooting probably 50% from the line tonight.
And that's not what you want if you're.
I'm just saying you gotta to make runs in Division I, you're gonna have to make your free throws, majority of them at least. And nice screen by Merrimack again, but a nice switch by Goffstown. That's a foul.
That's gonna be a foul.
Yes,
by Byron.
that's a reach in by Byron, and you get that reach in because you're not moving your feet. So on that one, she was late to the party with her feet, and then she has to go and throw her arm in there to stop her. That's Goffstown's 5th, so that evens them up on terms of team fouls with 51 seconds in the third.
So both teams are going to want to be careful entering the final quarter.
Oh, 10 was open.
That's going to be
kick ball.
Kick ball.
So on that one, Shannon Sadwani was wide open underneath the basket, but no one saw her.
I'm not saying it's got the pulls, make a good window, make a good door, but a lousy window.
Do we got a
timeout?
Yeah. So Caleb, I was saying, I think, hopefully by mid-season, I'm hoping that we're talking about putting a scaffolding system on the other side of the court so that the camera will be about 6 feet off the ground, and that we'll be sitting next to the scorer's table.
Yeah, that'd be
and
be
then
much better.
we're going with wireless cameras. Once we get we're going to get it like what do you call it, a drop? What's that? It's a certain drop here, so we'll be able to have cameras underneath the hoops and at midcourt.
Any idea when we're going to get that in, Broden?
About mid-season. It depends on when they.
Yeah, we're hoping that the drop will happen in sometime in January. So once that occurs, we take it to a new level.
Most likely, it's going to happen during break.
Yeah.
There's going to be nobody in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we're lucky and either boys or girls basketball gets a home playoff game, then that'd be a great time to introduce it.
But also, Caleb, you've done these games with me. It's a little challenging to call a game when you're way up in the bleachers.
Oh yeah, like it's kind of hard to tell. Like you're looking down at everybody.
Right. And I watched the tail end of the JV game from the scorer's table, and it's so much easier to do our job. When you're right on the floor.
Oh yeah. Who won the JV game?
The Merrimack won. So Merrimack inbounds the ball, and that would be Twardowski, who's dribbling. Nice screen again by Merrimack. And now they're playing kind of perimeter, another screen. And they're calling out a play. Crampton's calling out a play. And they're spreading the court. But again, not a whole lot of movement on the Merrimack side. If you're going to play this, you're going to have to either dribble, penetrate, or set some screens. But
the Goffstown's in a zone
and
defense.
Nice job by Byron. That time she used her feet.
Floater off the mark. That's going to be a Goffstown ball.
Yeah, so on that one, I don't know who missed the box out. Byron definitely had her person boxed out, but Merrimack's crashing the boards. And let's see, Gifford is in the game. So Tapuzaglu, Gifford, Brennan, Walsh, and Dougherty.
Dangerous pass.
Yeah, but here you got another 3-on-1.
Brennan's gonna
and
Walsh is gonna get hacked.
Yeah, but that's gonna be 2 shots. So that's arguably she could have dished it, right? But she goes up strong and she gets fouled, so she'll go to the line shooting 2 with 6.6 seconds left. So now you got to talk, if you're Goffstown, what is your defense here? Are you going to press with 6 seconds or not? And Walsh misses her first. So again, not the greatest night on the free throw line for the Goffstown Lady Grizzlies. And now we're going to see what they're going to do on defense, because it's only 6.6 seconds. You don't want to give up a cheapy foul.
Second one's good.
So you can press here, which they are kind of. And here comes a shot, and number 12, and that'll do it.
That's going to do it for third quarter.
So a great job by Merrimack on that one. I mean, with 6.6 seconds left, they dish it over to Samantha Page, and she drops in a beautiful mid-range jump shot.
So at the end of the third quarter, Goffstown's holding an 11-point lead, 36-25.
Yeah, and Paige looks like I think she scored like 6 to 8 points. So, she's definitely one of their players. Heather Rohr has a lot of points. But so far, for the Goffstown, it's kind of been the Kelly Walsh show. Most of the points have been scored by her. Emma Strong, I think, has 6 points. But I'm going to count it up here. I think it's almost like 19 points already. So 18 points for Walsh.
Wow,
so,
that's literally half their points.
Yep. And I might have missed a couple. It's hard to call these games. We don't have a statistician here, so.
She's my player of the game.
Yeah.
How about you?
Oh, clearly. But I think, so far what I liked about Goffstown is that this has been a team effort. When you have an offensive threat like Kelly Walsh, you can't do that without a great supporting cast.
No, you can't.
And you can't play defense against a 1-on-5. So to me, the story is, yes, offensively it is Kelly Walsh, but it's also it's the screens that have been set. It's also, you look at Brennan, who's done a great job distributing the ball, dribbling through presses, and the defense has been great.
It's been excellent.
So let's see what happens in the fourth. They have to just continue to play the way they played the entire game. Fight off the screens. Here comes a screen right there. Switch by Tapuzaglu. Nice job there. And a nice job by Brennan. And she walked.
Oh, that's a double
she
triple.
traveled. Yes, a good call by the referee there. And that's just good defense by Gifford once again. She had her feet planted, and now they're pressing.
And passed.
And that's just incidental type contact, and that'll be a
jump
jump ball. Hopefully the player from Merrimack is okay.
That was a hard hit.
And that was number 15. They both were going for it. So Heather Rohr, hopefully she's all right. I think she is. Tough player. And now Goffstown gets the possession arrow on that one. But Goffstown's got to be careful that they don't play like in the beginning of that second half where they were kind of flat.
Because Merrimack will bite the first chance they get.
Dougherty with the ball. Over to Tapuzoglu. Back. Nope. Oh, I don't like those passes. I am not a fan of those passes at all. Cross-court passes, Caleb, are usually dangerous.
Rainbows.
Especially a rainbow cross-court, yeah. And there's no need to do it because Tapuzoglu had the ability to dish it off to Walsh at the top of the key. And she breaks over to Tapuzoglu.
Tapuzoglu.
And she gets rejected,
but she gets a rebound off the mark.
And that's an over the back on Tapuzoglu.
That's going to be a Merrimack ball.
Yeah. So I want to see Strong back in the game, and guess what? She's coming back in. So
your wish is largely going to end.
I know. I like Strong's defensive presence, and she's smart with the ball.
She is.
So Strong comes back in for Tapuzoglu. And you have your starting lineup with the exception of Brennan is on the court. I'm sorry. Perez is out and Dougherty is in. Here comes a three-pointer, and it's good. A three-point shot by number 24, DeFasis, and that cuts the lead
to 8.
Yep.
Dougherty,
no way.
Strong with the board. Oh, she can't get it. Fight for the board, though.
That's a foul. Man. That was about 2 seconds late on that foul call by the referee. I think it was Emma Strong got hammered on that play. And Perez now will come in to give Brennan a break.
A rare rest.
Yep. And now we're in the 1-1, and that's a 36-28 lead. So Goffstown leads by 8 points. 1-1. Missed.
That's going to be short. Walsh with the rebound, though.
And now you're just bringing it back out again.
Yeah, you don't need to shoot right now. Easy. Nice and easy.
So this is obviously a set play with Strong at the top of the key. And that's a travel. See, this is the same thing I keep talking about. It's a pattern here. You got to know what your roles are, and turnovers right now are killing Goffstown. You got an 8-point lead with 6.5 to go. They got to settle down. Nice pick by 24. Here comes another three.
That's short.
That's short, and a long rebound.
If they save it, that's going to be a foul.
Nope, it's going to go Goffstown's way.
I thought that was a foul.
No, she stood her ground, and I think her foot was on the
out of bounds line.
On the out of bounds line when she tried to slap the ball.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got here.
It's like Brennan's
Dougherty
right back in.
comes right, and I think you got to have Brennan on the court. I mean, she's just too good of a dribbler of the floor general. You got to have her. So here you go, and you're going to see another press. So you got to spread the court.
Get across the floor. There you go.
So she brings across half court. 6 seconds to play. She gets away with a little bit of push off there. And here comes
Strong for three. Yes,
and it's
sir!
Good! What a beautiful three-point shot.
Corner three for Strong.
That's her third three-pointer.
From the corner.
Yeah, she's really good at that shot. Great defense by Strong. Good footwork. Walsh, 24 dribbles in. Pass to 12. And rebound by Gifford. Nice job. And now you want to slow it up a little bit.
Oh, that was clean. I
thought that was a clean. I agree.
That was a clean block.
We kind of agree.
That was all ball.
We're agreeing with the Merrimack crowd on that one. So Liv Brennan goes to the line. She'll shoot 2 shots, right? She was going.
Yeah, that was a clean block.
Maybe they said that she got some body. I don't know. But
I couldn't
Byron's
quite tell.
going to come in for, I'm going to assume, for Gifford. I'm not even sure at this point. I just don't want to take Strong out of the game here.
Yeah, Gifford's in.
Okay.
Gifford's out.
Yeah. All right. So Largy and I are on the same page tonight.
You guys are.
We are in sync.
You guys are definitely
Okay.
in sync together.
Well,
Scott and I are not in sync quite yet because it's our first game
it's our
back
first
together.
game. So Byron comes in. Byron gives she gives good rebounding and just can set some nice screens for Goffstown. And Brennan, that's a lane violation.
Yeah, lane violation.
On Goffstown, so that won't even count if even if it went in. And so Goffstown's got a 12-point lead with 5:19 to go in the game. Substitution, so we've got Gifford out. Byron is going to be in. My prediction for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Good closeout, but good find.
Beautiful
in.
play. What a beautiful play by Merrimack. 15, Heather Rohr with the bucket.
Brennan. Good pass, though.
Nice
pass
job by
inside
Walsh
to
to Byron.
Excellent job by the Grizzlies.
That's a great way to break a press. Smart, smart, smart. And nice footwork by Perez on the defensive side of the ball. Make Merrimack work for it here in the fourth. Nice crossover dribble. And Rohr with a nice head fake, and it's good.
Excellent job.
What a nice job by Heather Rohr. Beautiful head fake, got the Goffstown defender almost frozen, and then she was able to put up a jump shot.
Yeah.
So we got a 10-point lead for Goffstown. We got a quick timeout here. And there's two strategies here on this one, Caleb. I mean, one of them is you want to strategize, with your players, but you're giving some of these guys like Brennan and Walsh, you're giving them that 30 seconds of a breather.
Yeah.
Because you're not taking them out of the game at this point.
No, you're not.
So, yes, you'll probably see Gifford come back in now to finish out this one. And, again, if it's me in the final 3-4 minutes, I'm putting the starting five back out there. So, folks, if you came out to Goffstown High School to see a game, you're seeing a great game here between the Tomahawks of Merrimack versus the Grizzlies of Goffstown. Perez will inbound the ball. Expect a press once again. On the court is Strong, Byron, Perez, Walsh, and that's it. And that's a foul.
That's going to be a foul.
That's a foul. Good job. That's a good call because she got mugged on the baseline there.
And that's going to put Goffstown in the bonus.
And that,
Goffstown's already in the bonus.
You're in the bonus. It's a 1-and-1, and it's that ninth foul. So the next foul will be two shots. Nice job by number 12, Samantha Page. Good sportsmanship there. One of these things I like about these teams, very well coached and just great sportsmanship on both sides of the ball. And a very physical game, Caleb.
Very physical game.
But well played.
Well played on both sides.
And she misses that one. And that's okay. So good job by Byron, just getting her hand in that. So now it's a 10-point game, 4 minutes to go. If you're Goffstown, you got to make Merrimack work hard for any bucket. When I say that, make them chew up 40 seconds to put a ball in the hoop. High screen.
That's going to be a foul.
It's a travel, I thought.
That was a foul.
Oh.
So that was a good pass, though, by...
It was. It was a great pick and roll by Merrimack. Again, 4 minutes to go. I don't know how much longer you're going to keep Gifford on the bench. So, and I say that because her athleticism on defense is really critical.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Byron, I think, gives you more of that excellent in terms of setting screens, but Gifford gets you a little more aggressive on the rebounding side of the situation. So, and here comes Gifford. And,
Makes a second.
And Perez does it again. She just dribbles right into trouble. And you can't do that.
She gets it right back, but loses it.
Yeah. See, that was another thing with, like, I love and admire the intensity, but you can't dribble like in reckless abandon.
No, you can't. So
you got to play smart there.
Gifford's in for Byron.
Right. So this is now an 8-point lead, 4 minutes to go. This is a big stop here for Goffstown. You got to get a defensive stop. You don't want to give any momentum to Merrimack. And I just think that if you got to put the ball in Brennan's hand to break the press, or Walsh.
At 5 second? That's
5
a 5 second violation.
Yeah, so great defense by Goffstown.
Wow, I didn't even know it was 5 seconds.
So Perez will inbound it. And again, you want to work it. There you go. Now
Yeah,
don't try to dribble over. And
now
she's
fouled.
going to go to the line to shoot 2.
I'm not sure about that call.
No, it was definitely a foul. I mean, she got mugged at yeah.
I didn't see
Yeah.
it.
What do you mean you didn't see it? You want my glasses?
I got my own glasses.
All right. I only heard it. Yeah, it was a thud. So Perez will be in the line. They're in the double bonus.
Like I said, my first game back.
And another miss. So if Goffstown ends up maybe not prevailing here, the story will be missed free throws.
Hey, box out!
Makes a second.
She makes the second. So Goffstown's got a 9-point lead now. Again, you got to make Merrimack work hard for their buckets.
Oh, good strip. Ball's loose.
Great defense. See, that's what Gifford gives you is the footwork. Great crossover.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying, Caleb?
Yeah.
She just has the footwork.
That's going to be
another
a foul.
So Brendan will go to the line. And that's the difference. Listen, you got to know what the strengths are. Everybody has a role to play on a basketball team. Gifford's role, rebounds, great defense.
Excellent.
So Brendan will go to the line. She's in the double bonus, so she'll shoot 2. And Goffstown needs both these. And that's in for Brennan.
10-point lead.
So 10-point lead with about 3.5, a little less than 3.5 to go. In for Merrimack is Riley Crampton, number 23. She's had a good game. And nice job by Brennan to make 2. So 11-point lead. Again, make them work hard. No quick buckets. Again, nice defense by Perez. Same thing with Gifford, right up there. And see how Gifford trailed the Merrimack player to make sure that there wasn't a pick and roll. Here comes another pick and roll. And there goes Walsh
pass
there.
Inside. That's going to be a foul.
That's a travel. That was a travel. But so now slow it down if you're Goffstown just a little bit. You've got an 11-point lead with under 3 to go.
Yep, take your time.
There's no need. You want to pass the ball around and get a good shot. The clock is your friend. See how Perez flashed through the paint there? Great job by her.
Yeah, plenty of time.
And that's a foul. And that's not who you really want to foul, but they have to do it because Goffstown will just kind of hold on to the ball. So Walsh is going to go to the line in the double bonus.
Fouls on Paige. That's her 4th.
And Paige has had a nice game too.
She has.
Played well.
First one's
Walsh
good.
makes her first. And in is number 30, and that is Jillian Waller. And that's good. So it's a 13-point lead, 2.5 to play here in the game at Goffstown High School, where they lead 47-34. High screen set by 12. Long 3.
From the parking lot, off the mark.
And a nice box out by Strong. Oh, my God, what a great crossover that was.
In the corner, warm-up 3, off the mark.
I don't want you to take that shot because you don't need a three-pointer when you're up by 13 points.
That's and one.
Thank you. You follow what I'm saying? You don't need a three-point shot.
That's a 6-point swing right there.
But, Caleb, you don't need a three. Your job is to pass the ball around and get fouled and go to the line.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all about you have to have smarts and doing this stuff, and that you just don't need the score. The clock is your friend here. So now it's a 10-point game, and you're in the same exact situation here. You're going to want to you trap, and then you get fouled. And if you need to, you call a timeout. That's a horrible. I'm sorry, but that was like in 1 second they called that. So, but you know what? Give credit to Merrimack.
They're not quitting.
They're not quitting, and Goffstown needs to play intelligently here. The clock is your friend. Your job is to break the press. When you break the press, you don't need to put up any shots unless you have an open layup.
That's going to be a foul.
And I like that foul. I do.
No easy baskets.
Right.
Fouls on Perez. That's our first.
Great. Nice shot. So now it's a 9-point lead. And I'll tell you, if I'm Coach Largy, I might call a timeout here just to regroup my team.
I would too.
And to say, listen, let's play smart here. We're up by like 8 points. We're in a double bonus. They have to foul us. All we have to do is make free throws. And this is not who I want breaking the press.
Another turnover. That's a timeout right there.
And that's a timeout. So 6-point game. Goffstown has really not played, I'd say, smartly here in the last 30 seconds. They've given up 4 easy buckets. Part of it is because, I guess, again, your job when you have the ball with a 10 to 11-point lead is you don't need to score. You just need to keep the ball away from the defender. So.
Yep. So if I was Coach Lorgy, I'd be saying, swing the ball, take your time, don't shoot it. No best.
I just think that, again, you have to put the ball in Walsh or Brennan's hands. They are your point guards, okay?
1:48 left in the game.
And a great game here we've got. Under 2 minutes to play.
No, I don't need to dribble through multiple defenders. Let's go off sound ball.
Merrimack crowd is not happy. They thought that was off Walsh's leg, so Perez will inbound. Minute 41. Very intense here in Goffstown. That's a foul. Oh, my goodness gracious.
So I think fouls on both sides could have been called.
They're not calling anything here. I'm sorry, but that's a discredit to both teams when the referees are not calling blatant fouls on both sides of the ball. No need to foul. Do not foul if you're Goffstown.
That's going to be a timeout.
You'll be in the double bonus, so. But Kelly Walsh got her arm was ripped on that one. And then I have to say on the other side of the ball, Goffstown got away with a blatant foul too. So, yeah.
It's a free-for-all tonight.
This is almost like WWF here in the last 2 minutes. And I understand the concept of letting them play, but you got to call the game consistently throughout. I just thought that one on that inbounds, I just thought she got mugged. I thought Walsh got mugged on that one. And then I have to be candid, when Merrimack then got the ball underneath, I thought that we fouled them.
I think it was almost like
a makeup call. It was almost, it seemed like that.
I don't know if you want to make a makeup call.
I don't know. I mean, it's, listen, you got your money's worth if you came to Goffstown tonight on the admission. So you're seeing two teams really play their heart out. Goffstown is barely holding on here with a 6-point lead. Merrimack, in my opinion, has the momentum right now. They have the ball and they have the momentum. Can Goffstown hold them off? Inbounding the ball is number 3. That's Twardowski. She's the point guard. High pass.
No need to foul.
No need to foul, right? Because it's 2. It'll be 2.
It's a 2-possession game.
Long
That's a parking
three.
lot 3. Oh!
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's a foul.
That's a foul.
All right. So under a minute to go, and Walsh gets fouled on the crossover dribble. And she's a little frustrated, and I think rightfully so, Caleb. I mean, they barely called that foul, and then she went down pretty hard. You know what I like, too? You see Kelly Walsh. She's got, like, fire in her eyes when she plays basketball. And there's fire in her veins as she makes that first end of the 2-point.
I faint. All right, Mr. Cameraman. Mr. Cameraman.
And Walsh with a short bucket there.
Off the mark. Ball's loose. That's a
Oh,
foul.
and we didn't want that. You didn't want that. I appreciate the effort by Gifford, but that puts you in the double bonus with no. I mean, you got to play smart. So lesson learned here. Hopefully Gifford will watch the videotape here. On this situation, you don't want to do that because it stops the clock and puts the other team on the line. Goffstown's up by 7. Could be broken down to 5 if she makes both these. And
Off the mark.
She misses the first, so it's still a 7-point lead. Byron's going to come in for Gifford. And this is a good time to talk to Gifford if you're a coach on the bench. And you got to box out if you're Goffstown here. Another miss.
That one's strong.
And Walsh.
That's a
and
big
she
foul.
gets fouled. And she got fouled, I believe, by Sadwani, number 10. Nope. It's going to go against number 23. That would be Crampton. So 52. So, again, only 4 or 5 seconds went off the clock on that particular play.
So Crampton fouls out.
So Walsh will go to the line shooting 2. She can extend it to 9 if she can make both.
That would kind of close out the game.
It would. It could close out the game. That's what my good friend here, Broden, is saying. But again, if you're Goffstown, you can't play too aggressive in terms of your defense. And when I say that, I mean like you can't, no reach-ins, no cheapies. You know, I mean, if someone's driving to the hoop and you feel like, then that's a different story. So Gifford's going to get a short breather here, and then she's coming right back into the game. Wall shooting 2, and she makes the first.
First one's good. 8-point game.
So Gifford is, hold on, 1, 2. Someone's got to come off the court.
Go get Kelly.
I am.
And Byron does. So now, see Goffstown's defense, they're all 4 are back on this. Gifford makes both, so it's a 9-point lead. Again, no cheap fouls, and you want to make them work a little. High screen.
See, no need
No
to foul.
fouls.
No need to foul. No foul. Good hustle.
Now you just,
No need to push it. That's a
again,
turnover.
Kelly kind of did the same thing where she trapped herself in the corner. 30 seconds to go. They got to shoot.
That's a volleyball shot.
Almost
Oh.
in. That's a foul. Okay, so with 18 seconds and 9 points, I think Goffstown is going to win this game. I'm predicting this. I'm calling it. Okay, AP, CNN, they're all calling it for Goffstown at this point with 18 seconds left and a 9-point lead. So we need 3 players that we always talk to at a game. Who are your, give me one.
Walsh.
Well, that's an easy one. Okay, fine. I'm going to go Strong. And because you came late, I picked the 3rd.
Fair enough.
Is that fair?
Fair enough.
I'm going to go Brennan.
Fair enough.
Okay. And I say Brennan. She didn't put up a whole lot of points, but she did a great job not only on defense, but she did a great job distributing the ball and breaking the press.
So 10-point game.
10-point game, 18 seconds
No
left.
need to foul.
And again, no fouls here.
No need to foul.
And what you're going to see, nice
That's a
three-pointer.
volleyball shot.
Almost.
I'm hoping for that to go in, actually. And it's like
that'll
Wilson
do
just dribble it out.
3 seconds left. So Goffstown's going to win this one against Merrimack. A 10-point victory, 51-41. And I'll tell you, this is one of the best games that I've seen from girls basketball, and I've done a couple of these suckers. This was a good one.
This was definitely a good one.
A really good one. So we're gonna stop now. We're gonna go down to the court side, and we're gonna interview a couple of the players. We'll see you soon.
All right, Kayla Brown for Goffstown TV sitting here with Kelly Walsh. So, Kelly, first of all, you're 2-0 on the season. So how does that kind of feel from a team standpoint?
Honestly, moving up to D1, I thought, it's going to be tough, but we stepped it up, and teams don't really know what they're getting when we come after them.
Yeah, that's sort of a new challenge for them because, they're not really sure what to expect. Quarterfinal team in D2 last year going up to D1. Not kind of sure what the challenge, though, but it seems like you guys tonight just really had a lot of energy, and it seemed like once the game kind of got started, you seemed to get in control of it and sort of held on the whole way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think our bench kind of kept us going. They were never flat. They kept motivating us, and it actually brought energy to the game.
Yeah, it seemed like you had I think you had 19 points, so you were torching them the net on the first quarter. So it definitely seemed like you were just sort of in the zone tonight. So did you sort of feel like that way?
Yeah, I definitely do. I was really prepared for this game. I knew it was going to be a tough one, so I just came out and played how I can, and yep.
All right, well, we've got to get the other interviews going, so congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Hopefully see more interviews soon. So Kayla Brown standing here with Livy Brennan. So Livy, so first of all, you sort of came out and just commanded Merrimack the whole time. So how do you feel about that?
Well, it was a really tough game. It was a battle the whole entire game. It was really tough. It felt good to get a win out there. It was a really tough game just overall.
Yeah, it's a very physical game, especially during the late run. And Scott and I were kind of talking about, you were pretty much playing the whole game. You only had, 1 or 2 rests. Were you getting tired, towards the end of it?
No, not really. I like playing the whole game.
Well, that's always a good thing because as coming into crunch time, it was definitely starting to get sloppy on both ends. So.
Yeah, for sure. It was just like a dogfight the whole entire game, actually.
Yeah, so, 2-0, you really can't complain. A win's a win.
I know.
Both wins are by double-digit points.
Very happy. Very happy.
So, who do you guys play next?
We play North at North Tuesday.
North. So, that's definitely going to be a different challenge for you guys.
Yeah.
So, well, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
If we had more time, I'd talk though, but we gotta wrap it up.
Okay.
All right, Kayla Brown sitting here with Emma Strong. So, Emma, I think you finished with 9 points. I think you had they were all 3-pointers, I believe.
Yep, I didn't score any twos.
So obviously that seemed like you were definitely in the zone and from the corners. So. Do you have a specific play for you to get open, or were you just in the right place at the right time?
No, it's usually in transition. Kelly hits me in the corner, and I just shoot it.
Yeah. So, and obviously, Scott and I were kind of talking about you were getting clobbered down low.
Oh yeah.
Several times. So
getting those rebounds, that's not easy.
Yeah. So, you're at 2-0 right now. Coming off both double-digit wins against
It's exciting.
Londonderry and Merrimack. So,
yeah.
You guys obviously are in a good place right now.
Yeah,
so.
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. You got 2 seniors on the team. You got Sophia and Samantha. So, you, Kelly, Livy, and all the other juniors. So it's got to be probably pretty exciting, not only to see how this future is going to start, but how the future is going to go.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the future. I think that we have a lot of potential and we can go pretty far.
Yeah. So, so you guys got North on Tuesday. So.
That should be another good game.
Yeah, Nashua's got a very loud and very obnoxious fan base. So that's definitely going to be a challenge of Metzl State's right there.
Yeah. Going to be another tough one.
So. All right, well, congrats on the win. So
thank you.
Thank you for the interview. Hopefully we'll get more soon. All right, Goffstown's Kayla Brown here, standing here with Goffstown coach Steve Largy. So, Coach, it's good to have you back on the mic.
Thanks, Caleb. Good to be back. Good to start a new season.
Yeah, you're 2-0 right now. So, coming off of both double-digit wins against Londonderry and Merrimack tonight. So, how do you kind of feel about the progress so far?
Really, really happy with the progress the girls are making. Like they've responded to the challenge of being up in Division I, and their mindset is exactly what it should be. It's very focused. I think they know that this is a challenge in terms of the level of play, and they also are confident. Like they're confident that they can play at this level. So there really hasn't been an issue with being afraid, and they've played together for the last 3 years, most of them. So, I mean, there's that chemistry, too.
Yeah, the thing is, like, going into a new division can be pretty intimidating, but, like, kind of like you said, they don't look afraid. They're not intimidated. Like, the entire game, they were just, like, they were being, like, aggressive just from the starting whistle to the final buzzer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you probably got to be pretty proud of, like, the effort that they've been putting in so far.
Yeah, Merrimack it's just they're physical, well-coached team. They're very aggressive. They're one of the few teams in the state that can really put pressure on us and make us feel it from a defensive standpoint, and then speed up the game for us too. Just the way they start and the amount of guards they have, and their ability to push tempo. So I mean, for us to come out and respond to that challenge from a physical standpoint. Because this game was probably maybe a little bit harder and more intense than any game we played last year.
Oh, yeah.
And I told them, at the end of the game, I said, I don't know if we win that game last year. Just developmentally, I don't think we were ready for it. And this year, we're answering the bell.
Yeah, so, I mean, you had Walsh in the first quarter. She was just torching them. I absolutely torched them. She had 3 3-pointers, including, like, one right at the final buzzer. So, yeah. I mean, seeing her progress, like, through the past few years, like, it must be, like, she's starting to show that, like, sophomore to junior year, like, transition already. So,
yeah, I'm really proud of the way, they all played, and they played together. I like – her she's doing really good when she's scoring. She's doing great when she's finding the kick in the corner and hitting other people like Emma Strong and Sophia Perez and getting everybody else involved in the offense because, teams will key on her. And with her able to recognize that, we got other shooters on the floor and have confidence in them to knock down shots, which we have been doing, that makes us really dangerous.
Yeah, like, correct me if I'm wrong, your whole starting 5, like, they look like all 5 of them are, like, they're just shooters,
yep.
like, just, like, spread all over the floor. So when you're playing teams that really aren't as good at playing defense on the perimeter, that can really, like, cause problems for them. Like,
yeah, our philosophy is we're going to shoot it. We're going to shoot it if you're open and you're in the game. You're in the game to shoot the ball if you're the open player, and you have to make the defense respect that. And that's, when the defense starts to respect it, then you're going to have drive lanes start to open up. So we preach that, and we force them to be confident shooters. And if they're not going to shoot it, then they get to come hang out with the coaching staff. So I think they like that message, and I think that makes them, eager to shoot the ball.
Yep, so Tuesday you got a Nashua North, so, like, going down, that's going to be a bit of a challenge. Like, they're loud school, very competitive teams. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's another similar type of tempo in terms of the way they play, in terms of their aggressiveness. They've got really good guards as well. They've got very long guards, so we'll be looking almost in the mirror in a way, and they're kids that I've coached in the past too. So that's going to be interesting too. I mean, it's a really interesting matchup, and it's just like one more test for us, I think, moving forward as we step into Division I.
Yep, so, Coach, congratulations on the win. So hopefully we'll interview you again soon. So
thanks, Gil.
Yep, congrats on the win. Have a good night.
Appreciate it.